The show's got baseball for you on a Saturday night, north of the border here at Rogers Center in Toronto. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Toronto Blue Jays. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Slugger, Pretty Boy, gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And, Eric, this Angel Ball Club entering play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, they still find themselves stuck in 3rd place in the division, but this is an important stretch for these guys, and if they can string a few victories together, they've got a chance to get back into it.
Let's go now. One time.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. Calling for it, Calhoun. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nothing in the Toronto first. We'll go to the second from...
Hey, come on, big guy.
Now to the plate, Slugger, Pretty Boy. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Pretty Boy.
Here we go.
I see it, drive it. Let's go.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay to the plate. And he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0.
The batter.
Striding into the box, Josh Donaldson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Now a look and a throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back in there.
Hey now,
this is line to left. Grossman is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
First baseman number 21.
Justin Smoke strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around.
Come on. And they take another.
Runner's on his way to third. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
And let's just train our camera on that runner leading off from second. He's watching that pitcher like a hawk. So once he sees that he's not paying attention to him, he just takes off. And the head-first slide gets him into third just ahead of the throw.
Here it comes, 1-0. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1.
Hey, wait for yours here.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here
Ready
we go.
to deal. Here's the 1-1. 1-2.
1 ball, 2
Yeah,
strikes.
it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
And the slurve can't find the zone, and it's 2-2.
And that pitch is just a little bit easier to lay off when you're opposite-handed up there, because you can see the sweep of that pitch coming all the way in.
Full count now, 3-2. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
Stays alive here as this is fouled off to the right. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up.
Hey, wait for a good one and drive, and I'll pick one out.
Chopped foul right at home plate.
Come on, guy, get your pitch right here.
Hey, come on, baby. See it.
Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate.
Let her rip, let her rip.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
now there are two ways you can go here as a pitching coach. So he's got to make a judgment call out there. He knows what buttons to press with each of his pitchers. Some guys you've got to reassure and be very positive with. Other guys, they respond better when you go out and challenge them. Really got to read them the riot act.
Attaboy.
Eddie Hernandez stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Come on now. One time.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
This is the kind of inning he's not pitching efficiently. He's just trying to be too darn fine. He's not trusting his stuff.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Runners at the corners, 2 men out.
Come on.
Right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. On 2 hits here. Slugger, Pretty Boy, will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
All right, one time right here.
Into the windup and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Trout. And that ends the inning. Slugger, Pretty Boy, will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But, hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
One time right here.
Slider, oh, look out as that one just about took his nose off. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
That evens it up 1-1. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball.
Hey, clutch out for us right here. Your turn.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
And this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes. And he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly a complete game, but he did get him into the 7th inning, and that was enough to get him.
A great Sunday afternoon for baseball here, north of the border at the Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Toronto Blue Jays. 2 of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. And now we'll look at Mike Scioscia's lineup for the visiting Halos. Steve, how do they go about ending this losing streak they're in the midst of?
Boy, just keep doing what they're doing. Every guy in that lineup can hit. They lead the league in average. No team is doing it better than these guys at the moment, so keep attacking the ball at the plate, and they'll continue to put up big numbers even if they don't hit the ball out of the yard.
Marcus Stroman starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, this year...
Slugger, Pretty Boy, gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. These Angels, Eric, as they enter play here this afternoon. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
And that includes losses in the first 2 games of this series, so they just need to have something positive go their way. Salvaging the finale might just be the thing.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And these long at-bats give you a good sense of what a guy's featuring here in the first inning.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Moreland moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Blue Jays go down in order. They're down 4-0. Slugger, Pretty Boy, will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Let her hit.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the move.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And Slugger, Pretty Boy, will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right here.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And on 1 pitch, he's retired. Slugger, Pretty Boy, will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 17 for him on the season, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Well, this has pretty well been an afternoon to forget so far, but at least he's going to get something positive to show from an individual standpoint. Maybe pad those stats a little bit as he gets a good pitch to hit here, and he really gears up on it.
Devin Mesoraco will stand in now following the home run, and you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
One down.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Third, Pretty Boy is right there. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 18.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs, really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Angels are winners here, 17-2. so long from Toronto.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 29 minutes. A reminder that extra subway trains will be available at the Union and St. Andrews stations. The King Street streetcar provides access to St. Andrews Station via the ends of John Street or Peter Street. Light rail transit is also available along Queens Quay from Union Station.
Downtown Toronto and the Rogers Center, the home of this edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series. Slugger, Pretty Boy, gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Here we go.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And Eric, you take a look at these Rangers entering play here tonight. They have not been playing all that well, to put it charitably, as they come into this one losers of 7 straight games.
And you know, normally in a case like this, you don't point the fingers in one spot. And this is no exception. It's been a team-wide struggle this last week or so, and they might not be through the worst of it yet.
Throw over to the bag, and a tag, and he is out easily. Down in order go the Blue Jays. Now to the plate, Slugger, Pretty Boy. He singled his last time up.
Slugger, Pretty Boy.
Come on, big guy, one time.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move right there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
And a dive, but he's back in there.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Let it rip right here.
To short, hit hard. Andres fields it cleanly. Relay to fielder. It's a double play, and that'll end the inning. Some of our nation's young Slugger, Pretty Boy, will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1,
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
Hey, see you deep and driver. What do you say? Hey, need you right
Gets
here,
on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Hey, wait for yours here.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Francis is over near the railing as he makes the catch to retire the side. Slugger, pretty boy. Go back now. He popped out in foul ground last time.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Into the gap in left center. This is down, and it'll head for the wall. 1 run scored. 2 runs scored. And a relay to the plate. But not in time, and 3 runs score. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
He has been money all year long with runners in scoring position, and it just seems like he lives for situations like this. He goes out.
Back. Runner goes for third, but he'll just play a little cat and mouse as he looks him back. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitches a cold strike. The throw not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
And I think you're going to start seeing some raised eyebrows over in that opposing dugout. When you've got a big lead like this, you've got to just stay where you are. Stealing third? That's just a no-no.
Hey, see it. Drive it. Let's go, big
Foul
dog.
right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2.
All right, one time right here.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2.
Here we go. Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high, 3-2. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And this play is the very definition of trading a run.
In now, Slugger, Pretty Boy, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Here's the 1-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Runner at first here, 1 man out.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch and let it rip. Let's go.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay home. And he is in there.
Well, that's what he's done well all season. And that's swing the bat with runners in scoring position. He drives in another one here on the RBI double.
Stephen Oliver will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Now a look and a throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back in. Josh Donaldson comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Pickoff move to second. Runner back safely. One out and a runner on second base.
Let's go.
And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Let's go.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Third double of the game for these guys as you see the comparison there. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Justin Smoke comes forward as he'll try to replicate what he did back in the 6th, that being a home run, of course. First offering on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hard hit ball to second. Neal gloves it. Throw on to fielders in time, and with that, the side is retired. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show. A shot there of the nighttime beauty of this terrific Canadian city. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped.